Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. Today, we have a fascinating topic to dive into, the 1997p quarter dollar from the United States. Now, you might be wondering, what's so special about this coin? Isn't it just another run-of-the-mill quarter? Well, hold on to your seats, because this particular quarter has been known to fetch a staggering amount of money, up to $9 million. Yes, you heard that right. A simple quarter could be worth millions. Let's take a closer look at this coin's history, its potential value, and why it's so highly sought after by collectors. First, let's start with the basics. The 1997p quarter dollar is a coin minted by the US Mint in 1997. The P refers to the Philadelphia Mint, where this coin was produced. While the US Mint is known for creating coins for regular circulation, many collectors often overlook these more recent quarters because they don't seem to hold the same allure as older coins. But the story behind the 1997p quarter is anything but ordinary. The coin is part of the ongoing state quarters program that the US Mint started in 1999, but the 1997 quarter holds an interesting place in coin collecting history. So, what exactly makes this coin stand out? The answer lies in a rare minting error. Now, errors in coins can sometimes result in them being worth significantly more than their face value, and this particular coin is no exception. In 1997, there was a rare minting mistake that occurred during the production of the quarters at the Philadelphia Mint. Some of these coins were struck with an incorrect die, which caused them to have a misaligned or off-center design. The result? A very distinct and extremely rare version of the 1997p quarter, one that's far more valuable than your typical coin. When this error is discovered in a coin, it can make it highly sought after by collectors. And with the 1997p quarter, we're not talking about just a few bucks over face value, or we're talking about potential millions. Collectors of rare and error coins know that sometimes, the most seemingly insignificant flaw can lead to a huge increase in value. This 1997p quarter, thanks to its misaligned die, has attracted the attention of some of the most serious numismatists in the world. People are actively searching for these coins, hoping to stumble upon one that's been misstruck. It's important to understand that this type of coin isn't just rare by its year, it's rare due to the nature of the error. Coin errors can vary, but when it's something as noticeable as a misaligned die, collectors are willing to pay a premium, and this isn't just about the value of a single coin. It's a bit like a treasure hunt. Every year, hundreds of millions of coins are produced by the US Mint. Most of them are perfect or close to it. But when one is produced with a flaw, it becomes a rare gem in the sea of coins, and that's where the true value lies. Now, the big question, how much is this coin worth? And the answer is mind-blowing, up to $9 million. That's right, some of these rare 1997p quarters with the minting error have been sold for astronomical prices. Now, don't get too excited just yet. Finding one of these coins in circulation is incredibly rare. Most of them have already been identified and sold, and as more time passes, the supply of these error coins shrinks. So, if you happen to find one of these coins, you could be sitting on a small fortune. However, even if the coin isn't quite worth $9 million, it could still fetch tens of thousands of dollars depending on the quality of the error and its condition. If the coin is in mint condition, unblemished, shiny, and well preserved, it will be valued at a much higher price. So, how can you find a 1997p quarter that might be worth big money? The truth is, it's a bit of a needle in a haystack. The best way to find these rare coins is by going through rolls of quarters from banks or checking through any loose change you might have lying around. While it might sound like a fun idea to go on a hunt for these valuable quarters, it's important to remember that only a small percentage of the 1997p quarters actually have the minting error. Most are just regular quarters with no added value, but don't let that discourage you. If you're passionate about coin collecting, these types of discoveries are what make the hobby so exciting. You never know when you might come across a rare coin worth thousands of dollars, or in this case, millions. If you think you found a 1997p quarter with a minting error, the next step is to get it appraised by a professional. There are many ways to do this. You can visit a local coin shop or even send the coin to a grading service like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. These organizations will evaluate the coin, determine its authenticity, and give it a grade based on its condition. the higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. A coin in perfect condition could be worth exponentially more than one with some visible wear and tear. So, there you have it. The 1997p quarter dollar, a simple coin that might seem unremarkable at first glance, can actually hold a hidden treasure. While it's incredibly rare to find one of these quarters with the minting error, it's certainly possible, and if you do, you might just be holding onto a small fortune. Remember, the world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and sometimes, it's the coins that are overlooked by most people that end up being the most valuable. So keep your eyes open, do your research, and who knows, you could discover a coin worth millions. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content about rare coins and numismatic treasures. And if you have any rare coins or stories to share, drop them in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Next, coins can tell us more than just the value they hold in our pockets. Some coins, especially rare ones, carry with them fascinating stories of history and might even be worth a lot more than we ever thought. Today, we're diving into a very special coin, the 1988 quarter dollar. You might not know it yet, but this coin could be worth millions of dollars. Stick around as we explore the value, history, and the rare circumstances that make this coin so incredibly valuable. The United States quarter dollar coin has seen many designs throughout the years, but in 1988, it was part of the George Washington series that began in 1932. Produced by the U.S. Mint, the quarter features George Washington's profile on the obverse, with his signature on the reverse side. But what makes the 1988D special? To understand this, we need to first talk about the history of U.S. currency and the key mint marks. Every coin produced in the United States features a mint mark, indicating where it was struck. The D mint mark found on the 1988 quarter indicates it was produced at the Denver Mint, one of the 4 active U.S. mint facilities. This mark is important because certain mint marks can indicate rarer and more valuable coins, especially when there were production issues or limited numbers. Now, let's get to the good stuff. How much is this coin actually worth? You might be surprised. Most of the 1988 D quarters are worth face value, just 25 cents. But there's a twist. If you're lucky enough to have a rare 1988 D quarter, it could be worth an incredible amount of money. While a typical 1988 D quarter will only fetch a few cents over face value, there have been cases where a particular 1988 D quarter sold for over $51 million. Yes, you heard that right, $51 million. Hold on, you're probably wondering, how could a 25-cent coin be worth $51 million? The key lies in the rarity and condition of certain quarters. The specific 1988 D quarter in question was a rare coin that was mistakenly struck with an error. This error made the coin incredibly valuable to collectors, and when it was sold, it fetched an astronomical price. Error coins, or mistakes made during the minting process, can become highly sought-after collectors' items. The 1988 D quarter that sold for $51 million was likely one such error, possibly involving an overstriking, missing detail, or some other rare flaw that made it stand out from the regular quarters in circulation. But it's not just about minting errors. The rarity factor also plays a huge role in determining a coin's value. Coins that were produced in smaller quantities, or those that were never released into circulation, can be incredibly valuable. In some cases, entire batches of coins are lost, destroyed, or never distributed, making those that do survive all the more valuable. If you're looking for a coin like the 1988 D that could be worth big money, you'll want to check for these characteristics. Graphics pop up on the screen, listing the factors as mint errors, such as double strikes, missing details, or unusual die wear. Condition: coins in perfect or near-perfect uncirculated condition are highly prized. Rarity: coins that were produced in smaller numbers or have an interesting history behind them. Demand: collectors and investors who are actively looking for coins to add to their collections. The history behind the 1988 D quarter also adds to its allure. The U.S. Mint has a rich legacy of producing coins that reflect the country's story. George Washington, for example, was chosen to grace the quarter in honor of his leadership during the American Revolution and his role as the first president. This connection to the nation's birth gives the coin an extra layer of historical significance. If you're out there looking through your coin jar or trying to find a hidden gem, here's what to look for when inspecting your 1988 D quarter. Check the mint mark, make sure it's a clear, well-defined D from the Denver Mint. Look for any irregularities. Are there signs of a minting error, such as double strikes or missing details? Examine the condition. Coins that look like they've been in circulation for decades probably won't fetch big bucks, but uncirculated or near-perfect coins can have significant value. Consider the rarity. If you found a coin that stands out for some reason, it might be worth having it appraised by a professional. Once you've found a rare coin, the next step is finding out what it's worth. Professional appraisers can help determine the true value of your coin, especially if it's an error coin or in pristine condition. Auctions and online marketplaces like eBay are great places to sell valuable coins. So, while the 1988 D quarter might not be worth $51 million for everyone, it goes to show that the world of coins is full of surprises. Whether you're collecting them as a hobby or searching for your own hidden treasure, there's always something exciting to discover in the world of numismatics. Who knows, you could have a coin that's worth more than you think. Thanks for watching. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on more fascinating coin stories. Happy hunting, and good luck with your collection! Last, if you're into rare coins and their hidden treasures, today's video is going to blow your mind. We're diving into the story of a coin you may have seen or even have sitting around in your pocket right now, the 1997 P quarter dollar. But here's the catch, it could be worth a staggering $25 million. Yes, you heard that right. Stick with me as we explore why this ordinary coin might be worth more than your wildest dreams. Let's start by looking at the coin itself. The 1997 P quarter dollar, produced by the US Mint, is an otherwise standard coin in the collection of modern-day quarters. With the obverse showing the classic portrait of George Washington and the reverse showcasing the familiar eagle design, it might look like just another piece of pocket change. The P mint mark, indicating that this quarter was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, is a key detail. This quarter, from 1997, is a part of the Washington Quarter series, which has been in circulation since 1932. But hold on to your hats, because that's where the ordinary part of the story ends. Before we dive into the rare and exciting part, let's rewind a little. In 1997, the US Mint struck over 1.5 billion quarters for circulation. They were all part of the regular minting process, alongside other coin denominations, to ensure there was enough money in circulation for the growing economy. These coins were designed to be used every day, spent in vending machines, or exchanged for goods and services. Now, let's put things into perspective. The United States Mint was busy during this time, churning out coins for the booming 90s economy. While most of these coins were used for small purchases, the 1997 P quarter, just another quarter, was about to make its way into history. So, what's so special about this coin? You see, it all started when some sharp-eyed collectors noticed something was off with certain 1997 P quarters. In fact, a very small number of these coins were struck with a significant error, one that makes them worth millions. Let's talk about it. In the mid-90s, the US Mint was under pressure to meet the demand for circulating coins. This led to some serious minting errors. One of the most famous errors was known as the double die obverse. And it's this mistake that turned the 1997 P quarter into one of the rarest and most valuable coins in the world. Essentially, a double die obverse error occurs when a coin's die is incorrectly aligned during the minting process, causing the coin's design to appear doubled or shifted. This results in a noticeable doubling of the images, especially on the words, date, and other intricate details of the coin. For the 1997 P quarter, this meant the inscription Liberty and the year 1997 were subtly but clearly doubled. The effect is very faint on most coins, but for those who know what to look for, this error stands out. So, how much could you get for this error coin? While most 1997 P quarters are worth face value, just 25 cents, if you've got one of the rare, double-struck varieties, you might be sitting on a gold mine. Some of these error coins have been sold at auction for as much as $25 million. The $25 million price tag comes from a 1997p quarter that was verified to have the double die obverse error, and it made history when it was sold at a major auction. But here's the kicker: finding one of these error coins is incredibly rare. Most 1997p quarters are not going to be worth more than a few dollars, but for the lucky few who find the right one, the rewards can be astronomical. So how do you identify whether you've got one of these rare error coins? It's all about the details. First, grab a magnifying glass or loupe and closely examine the year 1997 and the word Liberty on the obverse side. If you can see the letters doubled or the details shifted, you've got a potential winner. Most importantly, the doubling is usually only visible with magnification, so don't just assume you've found one by eye alone. The best way to verify your coin's authenticity is to take it to a professional coin grader or a reputable numismatist. They'll be able to confirm whether it's a true double die error coin. But why is this error coin so valuable in the first place? It all comes down to rarity, demand, and the story behind it. Rare coins like this one carry with them a sense of history, how they were made, how they ended up in circulation, and how collectors came to recognize their value. The 1997p quarter is not just a coin, it's a piece of American numismatic history. Collectors are always on the lookout for unique, one-of-a-kind pieces, and errors like the double die obverse are prized because they tell a story of imperfection in a world where perfection is the norm. To sum it up, the 1997p quarter dollar is a great example of how something seemingly ordinary can turn into something extraordinary. While most of these coins are worth only a quarter, if you stumble upon one with a double die error, you might just have a fortune in your hands. So, check your coin collections, your piggy banks, and even your change jar, because you never know, you might just have a 1997p quarter that's worth millions. Thanks for watching, and as always, be sure to subscribe for more exciting content about rare coins and collectibles. Until next time, happy hunting!